everyone, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video so much that you will click that subscribe button at the end. And to all my subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming out here every week and supporting my channels and inspiring me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So let's get started with today's project. I'm so excited about it because it involves mica shift, and you know how obsessed I am with mica shift. Well, to begin with, I created, or I attempted to create a Skinner blend with bronze and graphite. So these are the two colors that I used for the Skinner blend, and I want to make sure that both colors have metallic in it because I am going to do mica shift, of course. So let's get started with that. I'm going to use, for my stamp, I'm going to use from Stampin' Up! High Tide, the water image, and I have used that before in many of my pendants. It kind of looks like, to me it looks like wood, so I have used it pretending to be a piece of wood, and it just looks really nice. Those long lines look very pretty. You just have to make sure that you get really nice impression on your clay, just like that. I'm gonna twist it around so that it doesn't look the same on both sides. I'm gonna give it again really good impression, just like that. And you know how much I love mica shift, so when I was thinking about this, I was getting so excited. I'm like, mica shift. We need some mica shift today. All right. So this is more than I need for today's project. There. So now I'm going to start shaving it. If you have seen my videos, it's going to take some time to do it. I grabbed an extra piece of black clay because I was thinking that maybe it would be cool to be able to keep some of the shavings, and let's see if that is going to work, because in that case that would be pretty darn cool. Okay, let's see if I can just place them. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Okay, let me see if I can continue doing that. So if you have not seen my videos in the past, mica shift videos, which I have plenty of, and you can find them right there in the corner, you just have to go ahead and scrape off anything that is sticking up. So any kind of indentations are staying in, everything above is going away, and that's mica shift for you. So let's put those here, just like that. So I'm going to speed up video. I don't want you guys to sit there and just keep watching me and you guys can skip through it, all of you that know how to do mica shift. But now that I know how to edit, I can totally just speed up the video and you guys can see me work on it. So now that I'm satisfied with the way it looks, you have that beautiful mica shift going, I'm just gonna grab a piece of paper and I'm gonna smooth it out. So just gonna give it a nice smoothing so that the surface is nice and smooth, because of course my cuts were not necessarily even. And look at this, is this gorgeous or is this gorgeous? And here you can see that I was attempting to make something. Yeah, attempt, maybe I get an A for an attempt, but that's pretty much it. I don't know, I think that it could go somewhere, but I would have to practice. But the design actually is not too bad. Okay, so I have this beautiful mica shift right here, and now I can start working on my pendant. So I'm going to use several circles. And actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to start working on my pendant yet. I want to have all my pieces in line before I start working on my pendant. And there's one thing that is missing. I rolled out some black clay here, and I'm going to grab some gold leaf, and just add some gold leaf to it. Ugh, it's just so gentle, isn't it? You guys that work with it, just so delicate. Okay, and I'm gonna grab tissue. I'm gonna give it a nice roll because I want the cracking effect, the crackle effect. I went both ways to get a nice crackle. There. Okay, so that's going to be my another piece that I'm going to be using. So let's put that on the side. Oh my goodness, it got stuck to my there. So now I am ready to start working and cutting. So there is my mica shift. This is what I'm going to be using right here. So let's find a good spot, because I want to have half the pendant dark, half the pendant light. And I love the way the mica shift looks here. It's so defined. Okay, I'm going to go half right there. At the same time, I'm going to grab a smaller circle, and I'm going to also cut out from the graphite section a circle as well. So now we can just move this to the side, and you can actually use those scraps for the bottom. I just feel bad using the scraps for the bottom because it's all metallic, so nobody's going to see the bottom. So all right, now I'm grabbing, let me see, a smaller circle, which actually you guys could probably use. You know what, we could probably use the same circle here. Well, okay, so I'm going to put it just like that. So I'm using the same circle. That's what I'm doing. I'm using the same size circle. I was thinking, oh, let's use smaller one, but no. And I'm going to give it a little cut right there, just like that. And then I will move it, put those pieces here, and then I'm going to go and just shave off a tiny little bit, just a tiny little bit, just like that. So that piece is right here. Now I'm going to grab my gold one here, and the gold is, I'm going to need couple things with the gold. Well, first of all, I think I want to get more crackle out of it. So it's very simple to get more crackle, just run it with the roller. And let's see, get more crackle here too. Okay, so let's cut that, and then we're going to go and get another tiny sliver. Now you don't want it to be too thick. You just want this to be an accent piece. This is probably already thicker than I would like. And actually, what is this silver gold leaf doing here? Let's move it away. I don't want it on my mica shift. So this is probably already thicker than I would want to, but that's okay. Alright. So now that we're starting to put things together, let's place it on a black clay. So we have that. We have our gold leaf strip right here. It's so funny because it doesn't matter what color it is, I still call it silver leaf. It's such a habit. Alright. So we have that right here. Now I'm going to, with this cutter right here, I'm going to cut a circle in the middle. Actually, you know what? Let's place it down. I think that's probably gonna, no, I'm not gonna. Alright, so let's cut a circle right there. Somewhat in the middle. Alright. That's gonna go right here. You see the pendant coming together? And it is crooked, guys. It is crooked. Oh, I hope I did not attach it to the, okay, that's good. Alright, so be careful how you put it together. Yep. Alright. We are on the roll. The thing needs to be just a little bit closer here. Let me just move that. Move that out of the way. Squeeze the clay in between. Now it's the time to shape everything. So, alright, and now we're going to have this piece here that I cut out. I'm gonna slide it in. And what else? I am going to cut out another circle, a little bit offset. I don't want it exactly in the middle, just offset like that. Let me pop that out. And I'm going to replace it with one of the crackled one here. Now let me check how thick the crackle one is. Okay, so this one is a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna see if I can still split those up, and maybe that's gonna be a little bit better. So I'm gonna throw that one back in and then place this one in, and that works much better. It's more level. Let's give it a, you don't want to squish it too much, you just want to kind of smooth out the surface. Alright, my friends, we're almost there, not exciting. So you can just go back and make sure that everything looks good, and it does. I'm gonna grab my circle cutter because now everything shifted a little bit, so it's not the exact circle that I was originally working with. So let's do this. Pop that out. Ta-ta. There you have it. Haha! It came out so good. I like it. What I would do different, and I'm gonna make another one, I think, in a minute. I would like for this strip to be thinner. I think that this strip is much too thick. I made another one here where the strip is thinner, and I like it much better. So now I'm going to put both of my pieces in the oven, and I'll see you guys right back, and I'm going to put resin on them, and that is going to look magnificent. I know it because of the mica shift and the gold leaf. Oh my gosh, that's going to be beautiful. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. My pieces, both pieces are baked, and you can see how they came out. And I like each of them for different reasons. First of all, I like all this design to be on this side of the pendant. Not quite sure why. For some reason, this is just not working for me. This is personal preference. And I also like when the top is lighter and then it moves into the darker color. And I also like that this is a little bit thinner. However, I can totally see how much prominent mica is on this one, the mica shift. So I really love this one too. So let me show you how I add resin to my pendants. I already mixed my resin, and I'm using the 2-part resin from Michaels. I think it's called Pour-On. So I already pre-mixed. You have to give it a really good mix, at least 2 minutes or so. And you can see that when you do that, you introduced all those little bubbles to the party. So make sure that you have a lighter here, because we're gonna have to go ahead and pop all those bubbles. But I'm so excited that I get to edit videos, because that means that I can put 2 videos together like I just did, and I can show you how I make the pendant and then how I add resin to it. So let's start adding it on, and I'm going to add it to only a half of it, because I want to show you guys that how incredibly beautiful the pendant is becoming when you add the resin to it. And some pendants, it actually makes no difference, but when you do mica, any mica powders or metallic clays, oh my gosh, or the gold leaf here, my goodness, it just brings it to a different level. So here you have just half of it. I want to show you how pretty it looks already, and it's going to stay that way. You know, you have that darkness to it, and the bubbles, more bubbles are going to come out in just a minute, and I'm gonna go back and pop it. You just don't want to do it too much, because then you actually burn the resin and it's not shiny anymore. And trust me, guess how I know that it's not shiny anymore if you burn it too much, and it leaves like little dull spots, and you definitely don't want that on your pendant, because you know, the shine and the shimmer of the pendant is just such a beautiful touch of it. So you don't want to put too much of the resin, because you don't want it to go on the sides. It's a pain in the butt to have to sand it down, and you would have to do it if you get the drips over. Okay, so here you have it. You have side by side the way it looks without the resin and with the resin. And I see that I'm missing a couple of spots right there. I didn't get them. Nice thing about resin is that if you have uneven clay underneath, it just evens everything out. I just love resin on pendants. I mean, did I say that? Did I say that enough? I love it. You can see that. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I see more of the bubbles coming up. I'm just going to give it a quick run with the fire, and look at that. is that beautiful, or is that beautiful? The shimmer is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna have more bubbles coming out in this area right here, so I'm gonna have to go back and pop them. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It was just so much fun making this pendant, and I like the, you know, I'm obsessed with mica shift, but to do the Skinner blend with it, it was just the cherry on top of the cake. So, well, if you guys enjoyed it and you're not subscribed yet, hopefully you guys click that subscribe button. And all my subscribers, you guys are the bestest. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next video, ta-ta.